So I got an email from Darn Good Yarn yesterday, and they are promoting a challenge. And I think I'm going to participate and bring you guys along for the ride. Hey peeps, it's JJ with Baby Girl Craftin', and I got an email from Darn Good Yarn, and they are starting a Learn a Stitch a Month challenge. So I thought that I would go ahead and participate. And they have two programs. One is for crochet, and the second one is for knit. So here's the challenge for crochet. Make it look pretty. I'll be putting in a picture here. Okay, so those are the stitches that we're gonna do for each of the months for 2019. And I'm gonna do a video each month. And I'm gonna talk about how that's gonna work at the end of this little segment, so stay with me. Now, for those of you who knit, these, whoops, it's weird because I can't see it in the camera, but these are the stitches that you're gonna learn, that we're gonna be doing for learning these knit stitches. Yes, you heard me correctly. I am going to learn to knit. At least these stitches. But I already looked at the stitch for February, and the stitch for February requires you to know 2 other stitches in order to do it. So it's gonna get a little complicated, I think, with the knit. But I ordered me some knitting needles off of Amazon, so I know they're not like top of the line, but to start with, I'm a firm believer in start with something and then work up to what you want. I actually use inexpensive crochet hooks all the time. So that's what we're gonna do. So to go over that, once a month, I'm going to be posting a video that is a how-to. And then with each video, with each stitch that we learn, we're going to make a 6-inch square. Actually, I think I'm going to be doing a 12-inch square. So for the month, we'll do a 12-inch square. The catch is that January is almost over. I'm getting ready to move, and I'm going on another cruise before, like in the process of moving. It's crazy. So I won't even be to a place where I can film and upload videos until February. So I'm going to try really hard to do at least the crochet stitch. It's the basic stitch. It's just a single crochet. I actually have a video, but I'm going to do another one and tie it into the to this contest, or not contest, but this challenge. So we'll have a new single crochet video. I'm a little bit more experienced. I have a little bit more of an idea what I'm doing, so that should be fun. And then we'll also work on this square. I'll tell you how I'm making mine, how many chain stitches I started with, and all that kind of stuff. So that should hopefully, I'm going to try and get that done by next week. Has to be done by next week, or you won't see it till February. The knit stitch, the first knit stitch, I'm going to try and do that next week too. Now, I'm doing this challenge, but I don't knit. So when I do this, and I'm going to do my little square, I might not have the square done for the video, but I will do what I can, or a little bit of it. And then we can finish the square throughout the month. February's will hopefully be up. I'm thinking that I'll try and post the video. I'd like to post the videos the first week of the month, and we have all month to work on the square. But I think February's is probably not going to get up until the second month, or until the second week, because the second week, or at least for the knit stitch, I'm going to have to do two other videos to introduce you guys to these other 2 stitches. You have to know how to knit, and you have to know how to purl in order to do, I can't even remember the name of the stitch, to do the February stitch for knitting. Now, those of you who are seasoned knitters, that stitch is a common stitch, and is one that many of you know how to do. But for us who don't knit and haven't knitted, I did knit when I was really young, and I've not done it since. And I don't know the names of these stitches other than I'm starting to learn myself now. Then we have to learn to knit and purl before we can do those. So I'm going to do a video on knitting, and a video the knit stitch, and a video on the purl stitch. so that you can do the February stitch. So I want to get those out in February, so it looks like February is going to have 3 knit videos right as soon as I get back from getting to San Antonio. So look for those. So February, you know, like I said, January and February, things are a little bit crazy, but after that, so starting in March, the goal is to have a video for this challenge, so March's stitch, up by the end of the first week of the month. And then at the end of the month, or at the beginning of the next month, when we start the new stitch, we can kind of talk about what we did with our square. And then at the end of the year, we'll take all of the squares that we've created, because we'll have 12 squares, and we can put it together and make a little lap quilt. So you can either follow along with the crochet series, or you can follow along with the knit series, or if you're really adventurous like I am, you can follow along with both. I don't know all of the crochet stitches, but I'm getting much more confident with my crochet, so I'm not too worried about that. Knit, have no idea. My knitting needles should have come in today. So that I haven't even touched knitting needles, except for that one that I bought for 50 cents at Michael's like months ago that I don't even know where I put. So yay, so this is the new thing that I'm going to be starting for 2019. We are going to be doing a crochet and a knit challenge. So we'll have a new stitch every month, and then we're going to take that stitch and make it into either a 6 by 6 inch square or a 12 by 12 inch square. You will get to choose. I will get to choose. It depends on how frustrated I get with knitting. Knitting might be 6 by 6 and crochet might be 12 by 12. But anyway, I wanted to get this video up for you guys so you know what's coming in the future. We've got some more unboxings. Most of my unboxings won't happen now until the first part of February, because I will be on the road and doing a lot of driving. So we have that coming up. But yeah, then we're going to get back into doing things a little bit more standard. I'll get back to wearing my cool t-shirts, which are all packed, and that's why I'm just kind of wearing whatever. Mostly, this is my new work outfit, so I like it. I'm very happy with it. So yeah, yay! And then some other, I know people have requested videos, so I'm going to start. I've got them on a list, and we'll start working on them, but I just can't really focus on that until February. So in addition to be really focusing on my YouTube channel, in February I will be trying to find a job, and then hopefully I'll get a job, and then I will be able to do everything. Don't you wish you could do everything? Anyway, so there you have it. And this is what we're going to start doing. I hope you're as excited about it as I am. So until next time, later peeps.